The Ortega Phenomenon, Part 2. In early October 2018, I went with my friend to do a little bit of hiking by the Ortega Oaks candy store. As someone who wants to find the truth and document evidence, I decided to concentrate on that area. Across the street from the store is a trailhead where you can go through the San Juan Loop to reach the Chiquito Falls Trail. The San Juan Loop Trail is about 2 miles all around with a 500-foot elevation and usually does not take long to walk. The Chiquito Falls Trail runs almost 9 miles round trip, and as it was late in the evening, we decided to just do the small San Juan Trail. The trail runs through some rocky terrain and an area with a stream with some lightly forested parts. It also runs a bit parallel to the main road, so you're not too far in the wild. It is an easy and fun trail. As we passed the Chiquito Falls Trail, we started nearing the forested area. My friend was chatting with me about everyday things while the sun was beginning to lower and twilight was seizing daylight. When we neared the area where it runs parallel to the road, we had been walking by ourselves for a while. The only hikers we noticed had been walking the opposite way, and it had been some time since we crossed their path. In the brush a few feet behind us, I heard the footsteps of multiple individuals. As she chatted and we walked, I could hear them getting closer. In that moment, I told her to stop, then reached for my knife, and we listened. As we stood and looked around, the area between us and the highway contained trees and tall grass. The grass was just thick enough that you could not see into. There were also many big rocks and boulders that could hide small caves. As close to the road that this area is, in that moment it felt wild. The footsteps in front of us sounded like 2 or 3 people walking right beside us. But as we walked, we saw no movement in the grass. So to not scare her, I mentioned that it was probably frogs and continued on our hike. She walked in front and we kept walking. While we walked, the noise never ceased. I would look behind us at times to make sure no one was trying to scare us. My other concern was of an animal stalking us, but if a predator really wanted to attack, we would probably never hear it. Soon our trail turned towards the candy store and relief fell upon me. After we got home, we talked about the experience and our thoughts on what had occurred. Most likely it was some sort of animal, but knowing the history of the area and the time of day, our minds had played tricks on us. As time passed, I have wondered if it was some sort of animal going about its business or something else. Maybe a group of small man-like creatures migrating through the area, or something paranormal that was crossing into our world. Thank you for listening to today's story. Please don't forget to share, subscribe, and hit the like button. For notifications of new videos, you can hit the bell icon on the top right corner or subscribe on Twitter or Instagram. If you would like to contribute your own encounter or story, please contact me at the email below. Thank you, and keep an open mind, for there are things out there that are yet to be understood.